Hi guys, my name is Adnan Hasbi and I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Rambling of an Analyst. In today's episode, we're going to talk a little bit about Sharia investing, and one of the reasons why I've created this episode is one of our subs actually asked me a small little question with regards to Sharia. So how I'm going to break this video is that number one, we're going to talk about the definition of Sharia. Number two, we're going to look as to whether the Sharia fund managed to outperform the conventional fund, or if the conventional fund managed to outperform the Sharia fund. And the third thing we're going to look at is how to find Sharia stocks within the Bursa Malaysia. Okay, so the definition of Sharia, and I got this from the Securities Commission, is businesses which are free from activities prohibited in Islam, which is haram activities. This will include riba, gambling, and also some form of ambiguity. Okay. So I guess to break this down, Sharia investing is pretty much ethical investing, which stays away from companies that does haram activities. And the haram activities would be riba, which is dealing with interest, gambling, as in gambling, and also ambiguity. If we don't really know where the company makes their money, if it's up in the air and there's a lot of question marks, if it's according to Sharia investing, we should kind of stay away from it. Now, let us look at the performance of Sharia versus conventional fund for this year alone. Okay, so in this list, we can see that the top performing fund is Interpac Dana Safi. And this, I guess, crescent over here signifies that it's a Sharia fund. And the total one-year return is about 70.36%, followed by CAF Core Income Fund. The return on a one-year basis is 68.9%, so on and so forth. And if we look at the one-year return, even at the lower end, it's 45.7%. It is pretty good actually on a one-year basis. I think the point which I want to make over here is the funds which perform the best this year may not necessarily perform good in the following years ahead. So what may be really good this year, maybe next year the performance will maybe drop or maybe increase. And the second thing which I want to say over here, it is not the asset class, and I'm going to repeat this again and again. It's not the asset class that will help us make that money. Rather, it's the skill and the knowledge that will help give us the superior returns. So over here, if you have a good fund manager for that particular fund, he will have the skill to push that fund to give returns of 70.36%. Okay, finally, let us try to figure out if a stock is Sharia compliant or not Sharia compliant. Let us try to maybe type a name over here. And to do that, we have to go to Bursa Marketplace. Again, this is, I think, one of the top resource for any Malaysian investor. So let us type a company name, assuming if we want to figure out whether AirAsia is Sharia or not. We just type it in the search column. We click here to search. And over here, we can see the whole AirAsia dashboard. And there we go. Above the AirAsia name, you can see this little sign which says Sharia compliant. So if you're wondering as to whether you can invest in AirAsia, and if you want to be Sharia compliant, so this kind of answers your question. AirAsia is a Sharia type stock. And let us see what has happened to AirAsia. Wow, it has been kind of going up. Okay guys, so that's a small episode of Sharia investing. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you did, please give me a bunch of thumbs up. If not, I'll see you in the next episode.